Hey everybody, it's Ron Jackson. I think I hear a little echo here. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm actually live right now and just checking um, just the audio settings here before we continue. So I'm going to check background noise, reduce mic background noise. Let me try that. Maybe that'll help. So and we're going to be talking about what I should present as members on my YouTube channel. So let me see if there's a comment here written. During this broadcast, you can support my page by sending stars at digital gift that helps me earn money. Oh, thank you. That's me talking. That's a good announcement. So, hey everybody, so it's Ron Jackson, and so I have this new thing that's starting up, and I want you to help me answer some questions. So please send me a comment if you're interested in this. Okay. I do have a Patreon that is set up where actually I give lessons for a monthly fee, all kinds of stuff, lessons, videos, all kinds of cool things. But I do have a YouTube, membership, and I actually started this a few months ago, but I haven't been working on talking, to my subscribers on YouTube about what I should present for them, okay? Because I do a lot of content that I post everywhere, but I want to be able to be more hands-on with my fans and everything, okay? So what I'm trying to do is just present some content that people want to talk about or want to hear about, So please send me some ideas if you have any. But here's some of the things I'm thinking about doing. Like a lot of people want to learn about jazz improvisation. So I did a poll just now on YouTube, okay, about memberships, just in general, and asked them some of these questions that I'm going to mention right now. First, a lot of people want to learn. The biggest topic that people wanted to learn about out of my 4 questions was they want to learn about jazz improvisation. So they want to learn about jazz improvisation, and they want to have jazz improvisation how-to videos. So that's a really good thing to have, I think, because a lot of people want to learn about jazz. So what do you think of this, everybody? Please send me a comment. What do you think of jazz improv how-to videos? I'm going to post this right now as a comment. Okay. So jazz improv how-to videos. You think that's a good topic, everybody? So please make. I'm going to leave this up for my members to look at actually after. And if you think that's a good idea, let me know. And if that's a good incentive for you to join my membership on YouTube. Another good thing to know to learn about is actually, one thing I like to do is I like to do live workshops. So I'm going to put that in here. Workshops. So should I do live workshops? I mean, if I do, should I do them once a week? So with my, I'm kind of busy with my tour schedule and performances, but I can fit in a time just for my members on YouTube to go live and take a specific subject. So I can maybe go live workshop maybe once a week. What do you think? Please send me a comment and let me know if you're interested in something like that. So a live workshop once a week. There's a possibility if you become a member on my YouTube channel. Your audio, I think, is doubled. You're right. So let me turn the mic off on this one right here. Someone say my audio is doubled. So let me turn off the mic. Audio. Let me turn that off if I can. Let me turn the mic volume off. Okay, is that better, Ryle? Is that better? If it isn't, I'm gonna just hang up. Put that down, Ryle. Thank you for mentioning that, because I hear an echo actually, and I'm trying to stop that. Okay, that's probably better. Maybe not. There we go. Thank you. So, yes, so Ryle, here's a good question. Tom, thanks, Todd. How are you? Yeah, so I'm talking about my new YouTube's membership, okay, and what's happening is this. Um, I started YouTube memberships a few months ago because YouTube wanted me to get more members. So let me put something in the chat so you can see what the memberships entail. So for example, the B side, basically you get like top priority in chats. So let me put that here for you. So here's what the B side is. It's like it's $4.99 a month, and you get loyalty badges, members only chat, and priority reply to comments. So that's what you get for $5 a month. But you know what? I'd like to offer a lot more than that. So I'm going to let all my fans, join. But also, I'd like to do a weekly workshop that we can decide. Now, my schedule varies, so you can, I'll leave it up for members, that video, and a weekly workshop on a topic we can choose. Oh wow, Todd, doing good. Hurricane was just a lot of rain here in San Diego. Oh, cool. I was in San Diego a couple of years ago, Todd, just hanging out. Yeah, great to hear from you, Todd. Yeah, so we're talking about my memberships, and thank you, Todd. And so to join my membership, if you have any questions, let me know. So my YouTube memberships is a new thing that YouTube asked me to do as a creator. So I want to make sure this is worth it for you guys to join. So I want anybody who wants to join be able to think of some good ideas to do workshops every week. But basically, like for example, different topics. I mentioned a topic of a lot of people want to learn about jazz improvisation, and so I'd like to do some how to improv workshops live just for my members. So with the first membership I just showed you, it's called the B side, and it's $4.99 a month, and you get a loyalty badge, and you get members only live chats and priority reply to comments. Okay, so that's what you get for that. And then and I just did a survey about a bunch of different topics. Okay, and we can talk about that in a minute. The A side is this. So let me show you. I'll post that to the comment right now. Is slightly more. You get the same perks, okay, from the previous levels, but you get early access to new videos that I post, okay, and photos and status updates, of my performances, or what behind the scenes, okay, and at this level you can get members only live streams, okay, and I'd like to see if I can maybe expand that for the B side, the first one I had, for the lower level, or invite you guys, in the lower, at the $4.99 level for that. Okay, and the next level is the last level is the EP, and let me show you what I put there. So the EP is 25 bucks. I have a lot of members like that on my Patreon account too, and the EP has everything, but you connect on social media, and you get some discounted merch from me, exclusive member only videos too. So you get discounted merch from me, and I'm even thinking about offering like a merch item if you join that level after 3 months. Okay, so I mean, for example, I could do things like after 3 months, you can get an incentive, like a free download or free digital download of a record after 3 months, an incentive. I'm going to write that in. such as, depending on the level, such as an album download or less than download, and eventually a real CD, eventually a real CD, depending on your level, a real CD or something like that, or a T-shirt or something. After a certain amount of time, I'm actually offering that right now on Patreon too. So but we're trying to get my YouTube um channel going more. So these are some things some things I'm thinking about presenting for my member, to be a member of my YouTube channel. So hey, thanks. I don't know that you had a Patreon. I would check out both the Patreon and your YouTube options. Yeah. So my Patreon, Todd, is very simple. It's just let me show you the banner. Because I have that membership too, and I have a bunch of patrons. And actually, Todd, I know this is off the subject for everybody, but if you join my Patreon at at the $9 or the $25 level, I think you could or $9 level, you can actually get 7 days for free to try it out. Okay, so the Patreon is easy. I have it here. I gotta find it. Here it is. Let me show that ticker real quick. That's my Patreon 7-day free trial. It's just go to patreon.com. Everything is at Ron Jackson Music. So if you go to www.patreon.com, it's /Ron Jackson Music. On.com /Ron Jackson Music. Yeah, and I have a bunch of patrons already. I've had a Patreon account for about since the lockdown, basically. And what's really good about the Patreon account is this, everybody. So you know what kind of perks you're getting. It's a little different from YouTube. So I actually, I if you go to my website, I sell a lot of lessons, like digital downloads. A lot of the video content I put is connected to a lesson that you could actually purchase. Well, on Patreon, you actually get these lessons automatically free when I put them up. Usually it comes with a video too, with a video lesson, and has the tabs and everything. So that's the good thing about the Patreon account. So there's a 7-day free trial if you want to try it. Okay. So patreon.com /Ron Jackson Music. So so everything's a little connected here, but now on my YouTube channel here, I want to present some other topics. So for example, this is a 7-string guitar. So I did a poll. This was the least popular part of the poll that I just put on YouTube. Is how to play 7-string jazz guitar. So I'll put this up here. Oh, cool, Todd. Todd, you have a couple of Patreon accounts. That's great, Todd. That's great to know. Thanks, Todd. Thanks for all your support, Todd. You're a great fan and YouTuber too. Yeah. So one of the topics I want to talk about is how to play 7-string jazz guitar. So we can do one of the topics if you become a member of my YouTube is to talk about, if you're interested. Oh, we lost the one of the feeds. Okay, hopefully this goes back. See what's going on here. Okay. So let me go back. Okay, good. So so one of the topics we could talk about is how to play 7-string jazz guitar. The 7-string jazz guitar we could talk about has a low A note, and you could do cool solo guitar things with. So you can play really cool bass lines with it, like this. So the cool thing about 7-string guitar is that you can actually play bass lines, for example, 7-string jazz guitar. And there's, I could talk about why it's different from, metal 7-string jazz, metal guitar or Brazilian guitar, because it's attuned to a low A string. So it makes it completely different. So that's one topic we could talk about. In a weekly workshop live stream on for becoming an exclusive member on my YouTube channel. Another thing we could talk about, so we could actually do votes. So I'm going to have also exclusive member polls, so we could choose a topic of the week. Maybe I'll name them, or you can send me some messages directly or comment, and then we can choose a topic for the week that we could talk about. So, for example, another topic that was popular actually when I did a poll just now on my YouTube channel was this. I'll post this right now. Picking technique videos. For example, sweep picking, economy picking, alternate picking. Just as an example, I forgot. Those type of videos, for example. Okay, so we could talk about sweeping. Things like that. Those type of videos, you see. Turn the reverb down a little bit. So I'm just doing a little sweeping on the 7-string guitar. So we could talk about those type of things. For example, one week about like just maybe one topic could be just sweep picking, because sweep picking is a whole world in itself. And then we could talk about alternate picking one day. How to work on your alternate picking. Warm-ups. Another topic we could talk about, we could vote on for my YouTube memberships is warm-ups, guitar warm-ups. So like when I play it, like the 1-minute warm-up, long warm-ups, different kinds of fingering patterns for your fretting hand, we call it an acoustic guitar magazine. Like patterns like this. Or so these are good warm-up exercises to coordinate your brain. They're just exercises though. So remember, exercises are not music. So we could talk about these kind of things if you become a YouTube member, and we could choose a topic for the week. Another topic for the week we could talk about, is for becoming a YouTube member and voting on it, at a poll every week is, and of course we're going to schedule this according to my touring schedule, because there's some weeks, like this week was crazy with work, but in a couple next month I'm actually going to be going on tour, and so it's going to be difficult to go live, but I can go live, and I could find time to go live, and you could watch the archive of the video only for members. So we could talk about chord melody, for example. So like on 6-string chord melody. So we could talk. That's one topic we could actually talk about, chord melody. But you can think of, this is a question and answer. So what do you think of these topics to join my membership? Chord melody. So how do you do chord melody on a guitar? On a jazz guitar. So we could take like a like So you can work on things like chord melody and things like that as a topic to join my YouTube membership. So these are the different So let me show you the different memberships again. So we can vote on this every week with YouTube membership polls if you join my YouTube memberships. And so here's the 3 categories again. I'm going to put it in one comment. It's going to be a lot, but let me send you the link. Let me actually put the link in the comments so you can see what it is. Let me copy this. So I'm doing so many things at the same time here. So I was just playing you like a song, like a chord melody song for you. So we can talk about chord melody. This is becoming members right there. Let me show you. That's my Patreon account. Let me go back and show you the YouTube memberships ticker. Okay, so let me show you. So this is how you join my YouTube memberships, and then if you join, you can get exclusive content just for you. Particularly when I go live, like right now, you'll get exclusive access, and I'll share your comment exclusively to all the everybody watching, and which is good publicity, and good awareness for your brand as well. That I'm showing your comment, and those are some of the perks that you get actually. So another thing we could talk about, another subject we could talk about, if you're going to join my YouTube, is we could talk about fretting. Actually, practice tips. It's another good topic. If there's any topics you want to talk about, please send me a comment. Let me see what the comments are here. I'm putting all the comments for now, but if you have any comments, so for example, practice tips. How do you practice? So what are so we could talk. We could have a whole discussion about a vote. We can vote in these subjects. So we don't want to vote in the same subject every week, but I like to do this once a week, and this helps me practice too. So how do I warm up? I mean, some of the topics I like to talk about. Let's say if you're playing guitar, how do you play arpeggios? So one good topic is like taking like an E arpeggio. So an arpeggio, people think you can play arpeggios different ways. So if I did a workshop about it, we could talk about playing an arpeggio like playing an E chord and just going like this. But that's just playing the chord across 6 strings. You're not playing like the full arpeggio of the chord. So if I want to play a full arpeggio, I will go. So I have specific fingerings that I actually learned from a student about playing like these 1, 2, 3 octave arpeggios. And then you transpose them up. So that's just major and E major. You could do E minor. Then you could do different arpeggios like that. Then you can play them up 1 fret at a time. So that's like, so those are good practice techniques. So we're just doing basic triads. You could do diminished. You could do augmented. So we can really do a workshop all about practice tips. That's just one practice tip. Another practice tip is learning how to play jazz melodies. Like let's say you're learning a song like Donna Lee. How do you play a song like that? It's really complicated. So when I'm practicing a melody that's like a bebop melody, for example, I would just I teach my students this all the time. I try to find a specific fingering where that I memorize, that I can execute on the spot without thinking about it. Because when you're playing a melody like that, this is just one of the one of the things we could talk about, like when you're practicing, practice tips. And to execute a bebop melody, you have to be able to do it. Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? Good to see you. So look, if I'm playing like a bebop melody, if I'm playing a melody like that, I don't just like make that up out of the air and just I actually figured out a way of playing that. So I really have that worked out. See, I have it so that way I can execute fast. Okay, like that. So that's Donna Lee. But to play fast, I had to really work out the fingering. So that's a good practice tip. So I'm not even warmed up. So, and warming up is another good practice technique. And so I'll do different kinds of warm-ups, like the tremolo, and with dynamics. So my picking technique is nice and relaxed when I have to start playing, and I'm warmed up. And also scale patterns, like let's say you're in the key of A flat. I'm just doing like scale patterns and staying in position. So if we do something like that as a workshop, these are good things. Yeah, Ron and Stereo Vision, thank you. Yeah, so when I'm practicing, I do these type of things. I'm not even warmed up right now. I had a rehearsal today. And a good thing to talk about, everybody, is when you're live, it's hard to actually play and go live, because that's why a lot of people don't do that. Because it's hard for me to actually talk about things and then execute and play. Because now I can't think about what I'm telling you guys, So we can talk about these different live topics. So practicing warm-ups. Do you have any ideas, guys? Let me know. Another thing is like we can work on rhythms, how to use a metronome. Putting a metronome on. Like, let me get my other phone here. And for example, I could pick up I'll put a metronome on my program here. And let me see 1 second here. So let me get my metronome. So we could practice with a metronome, for example. Like you put a metronome really fast and learn how to play like fast tempos, for example. So let me take this off for a second. So if I'm doing something like a real fast tempo song, like at 300 half note or something. Let me see something here. Let me test it for you guys. So let's say we play a fast song. So in jazz, we like to put everything on halftime. So I'll put this like 1, 2, 1, 2, or 1, 2. So I've been practicing my metronome with this. So I'm practicing with the metronome on 2 and 4, for example, to play like a swing rhythm, like the hi-hat would do on a band. The hi-hat will go like this: 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So I'm using a metronome like a drum machine or drummer. So we can talk about different types of things like that for a workshop. Okay, everybody. So we're just talking about all the different things we could do if you become a member of my YouTube channel, which is right there at the bottom. And we're talking, and so these are topics we can actually vote for once a week if you join. So so please, check out my everybody. I know a lot of people follow me on YouTube and Facebook. So you can check this out here. So some of the stuff is similar to my Patreon, but with YouTube, you have more flexibility to go live exclusively for your members directly. You kind of have to go, for the patrons, you have to actually go, post about the YouTube live, and then they can hit the video if they're available. But YouTube, usually if I go live, you'll see it immediately. So, and if you're a member, you'll see it immediately, and you could actually vote and become part of the conversation. So yeah, so there's the A side, like I told you. There's the B side, the A side, and the EP. And with the EP, you get all kinds of even, the bigger perks. And then please send me any questions or comments right now before I finish up. I saw a bunch of my friends here, Jeffrey Boyle, Todd Koenig. Who else was up here earlier? Todd was up here. And then there was another guy, Ryle. They made some comments, but you guys didn't ask any questions about my memberships. But Todd did, actually, because he's interested about joining my Patreon, which is actually under Ron Jackson Music as well, just like my YouTube channel. So thank you for watching, everybody. So I hope you join my my memberships. So I answer some questions about what I will do if you join my memberships at certain levels. And the most important thing is that you're going to interact with me, and we're going to learn new things that you might want to learn, like any subject about music. It could be about ear training, how you transcribe solos. I do that a lot with my students. I'll put a solo on, let's say, and then they got to be able to define the notes on the guitar themselves, okay, and do by ear. But also, to be more advanced, and if you want to learn about this, it's called transcribing, like Steve Vai. Like Steve Vai was called Steve Transcriber Vai, and he would actually write everything out as well. Like really complicated, crazy rhythms and stuff. That's why he's such an incredible musician, because he transcribed a lot, Steve Vai. And so we can talk about transcription. We can talk about all kinds of things, ear training, just everything. So, consider being a YouTube member, everybody. And you can watch this video after. I'm going to share this on my YouTube channel for people who want to join my memberships on YouTube, okay? And hope to see you there. And I hope to see you at one of my shows. I'm going to be on tour in the fall, in September, starting in September 7th in Omaha, and then to Denver for the Rocky Mountain Arts South Guitar Festival in Arvada, Colorado, near Denver. Then I'm going to be in the West Coast, the Bay Area. Then I'm going up north to Oregon. So I hope to see you, in the last 2 weeks of September over there. Okay, and we'll see you guys soon. Okay, so check this video out, and I'll have this exclusively to join my membership on YouTube. And please share this video and follow me everywhere at Ron Jackson Music if you don't already. And have a great night, everybody. And thanks for watching. And talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Ron Jackson. And don't forget to check out that link there for my YouTube channel. Get exclusive access, or go to the description. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.